WHOW.
Top of the morning. Thanks for being with us. I'm your host today, Seth Lawrence. The WHOW Morning Show streams to Facebook and YouTube. It's brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in Clinton. My guest on the program in this segment of the morning show is Mr. Jerry Johnson. He's the executive director of the Decatur Area Arts Council. And a good day to you, Jerry. How do we find you on this fine Tuesday?
So far, so good. Trying to stay cool.
Oh man, it's gonna be a warm one out there. So find yourself some shade or some cool place to chill. No pun intended. And
Right.
and stay cool out there. So Jerry, as the weather heats up, so do things at the Decatur Area Arts Council. I just had the folks from our library up here in Clinton in studio, and it feels like when the summer rolls around for groups like libraries or the Arts Council, that's when things really heat up. Again, no pun intended there. So what's going on at the Arts Council lately? What's been on your radar? How about those things?
Well, there is always something to do for families, and especially in the summertime. We have a great exhibit that runs through the end of July called Circus Stories, and it is about the history of the circus and the people from the Decatur, Bloomington, Normal, Petersburg, and Central Illinois area, and their involvement in the circus 100 years ago. Really fascinating stuff and a whole lot of fun. A very colorful exhibit. And so people can come down Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 4:30, Saturday 10 to 2 to check it out. It's in our gallery, the Ann Lloyd Gallery, downtown Decatur. One special element of that is coming up on Wednesday, July 6th, just tomorrow, at 6 p.m. In the gallery. We'll have someone from Bloomington Normal, an author named Maureen Brunsdale, and she's written a book about the art of the trapeze and how it became kind of a Bloomington Normal industry almost 100 years ago. It's really fascinating in that most trapeze and aerialist acts, if you went to see a circus during the golden age of the tented circus under the big top, you would not find an aerialist act that wasn't somehow connected to Central Illinois. And kind of surprising, but really fascinating. So that's a free presentation that'll be happening tomorrow at 6 p.m.
Yeah, for sure. Folks probably going to be surprised at how instrumental the circus was in Central Illinois, not just Decatur, but I've talked with other, kind of folks related to history in Central Illinois over the last few years. And the circus is one that is starting to kind of pop up more and more as folks start to highlight that. I guess I'd never realized it was so prominent in our area.
We didn't either until we started researching the idea of doing an exhibit about the art and the people of the circus, especially Bloomington Normal, and then a little town, Petersburg wasn't kind of the epicenter of circus activity. They had a clown school, and they had a building they called the Ring Barn because it had a circus ring in it. And there are a lot of circuses would winter there during the off season and do performances for the locals in the Ring Barn. So really fascinating stuff, and you can come by and learn about it in our gallery through July 26th. And then tomorrow night, hear somebody give a talk specifically about the trapeze, the art of the trapeze, in our gallery at 6 p.m.
Very good. So check that all out. Again, that special program is Wednesday from 6 to 7 p.m. Jerry, what else is on the calendar for this month? How about, I guess, what else is on your mind as we talk here this morning?
Well, we have classes and workshops and field trips and things like that for kids and adults. We have one field, I guess it's a camp, an art camp. We need people to consider signing up. We may have to cancel it because lots of people are busy in the month of July, and we haven't had quite as many people as we need to make it go, but it's next week, so you got another day to try and sign up before we make a hard decision about it. But it's a really cool camp, which is why we're disappointed that we may have to cancel it. It's called Art with the Masters, the Renaissance Edition, and the kids will spend 5 days next week learning about the big four Renaissance artist superstars, Michelangelo, Leonardo, Donatello, and Raphael, of course, the Ninja Turtles for those of you of a certain generation. And they'll learn about improve their drawing and painting and sculpture skills through projects. But one of the really cool elements of the camp is that the kids will get to spend a day over at the Decatur Civic Center at their special exhibit called Michelangelo, A Different View. And it is an exhibit of panels of the Sistine Chapel. And
Oh,
that's
wow,
the
that's
cool thing
cool.
about it. It'll actually be at the Civic Center from July 8th through August 7th. And the Vatican gave this group permission to go in and take these super high-res photos of all the different panels of the Sistine Chapel. And then they created these panels that are life-size. So instead of looking up 70 feet into the air, you can actually walk among these things and get up close to see them.
Mm.
So it's going to be really cool, and that's at the Decatur Civic Center. And if your kids sign up for this camp, they'll get spend a day in there checking all that out as well.
Sure.
That's Art for the Masters Camp.
Yeah, a lot of people probably never going to have the opportunity to make it and see the Sistine Chapel, like you said, up close and in person. So this may be the next best thing.
Yeah. And then we also have what's new this summer, and it was in June, the month of June, it was a big hit. We now have ballroom dance classes here at the Decatur Civic Center, and we had a big group for the June series, and we'll have a different session each month. So there's still time to sign up for the July session, which starts on Thursday evening. They meet on Thursday evenings at 7 p.m. for 4 weeks. So the July session starts this Thursday, and then there'll be an August session and a September session. And then depending how people progress, we may step it up from beginning ballroom to intermediate ballroom.
Cool.
So people are having a lot of fun, and you can check that out on our website, DecaturArts.org.
All right, very good. So put those things on the radar. Jerry Johnson, Executive Director of the Decatur Area Arts Council, is our guest here for this morning. Jerry, July 12th and 26th, there's a Pottery Basics class. Talk a little bit about what's going on here.
That is a class taught by a local artist, Annette Rousseau, at her studio. I think you sign up for that through a local art shop called the Art Farm here in Decatur. I'm not sure, but that may be getting close to filled up. So you want to check that out on Facebook. That's the easiest way to find that. Pottery Basics with Annette Rousseau. Not one of the Arts Council classes, but a great opportunity for people in the area to sort of get a feel for beginning basic skills in pottery. So I think that could be a lot of fun.
All right, check that out as well. July 16th, Jerry, 3D Floral. What's this about?
It is a class here at the Arts Council where it's a cut paper project, and those that may sound kind of silly, but it's really challenging and actually a lot of fun. Where you use special cut paper, and then you create sort of a design of a floral bouquet that you can frame up. So it's a really fun project. And I've always kind of enjoyed cut paper projects where you use simple shapes to kind of like a mosaic or stained glass, only you're using paper.
Yeah, for sure. I was kind of looking at this. I'm sure my kids are a little too young for it, but this is type of stuff that they've actually been kind of getting into a little bit lately, doing some fun things like this at home over the summer. So should be a good one. That's again, July the 16th. Anything else on that we missed, Jerry?
No, I think that kind of covers it. We have a few other classes coming up in July, a mini camp where the participants will make little miniature houses, which are always kind of fun with miniature furniture and little animal critters inside. That'll be fun. The Woodland Wonders mini camp, that's in late July. And then one more summer class, a watercolor class coming up in August. So you can find out about all of those and sign up for all of them through our website, DecaturArts.org, or look them up on Facebook. Again, Facebook.com/DecaturArts. That's all you need to remember to find us on the internet. Is Decatur Arts.
Sure, easy enough. Jerry, before we go to timeout, anything else on the calendar you want to make sure we know about? Anything like that?
Well, it's still a little ways out, but we have another fun fundraiser coming up. Trivia night. The Arts Council sponsored a trivia night last February, and it turned out to be a lot of fun. So we thought we'd do another one, and that's coming up August 27th. We're kind of sorting through all the different categories that we could use and questions that we can ask. But you can get a team together. It's $10 per person, $80 for a team of 8, a table of 8, and there'll be a lot of other fun in addition to the trivia throughout the evening. And it'll be out at Richland Community College's Schilling Center that night, so August 27th.
Sure. Trivia was big even before COVID, but I don't know why. I just feel like it's getting so much bigger than it was even prior to COVID. So this is a great way to tap into a trend that people are enjoying right now.
Yeah, I've been a fan of trivia since I was like 13. So bought some trivia books then, and when Trivial Pursuit came out, it was my game. Had so much fun with it, and so this is just an opportunity for me to enjoy reading the questions and creating the question, actually writing questions, and then reading the questions for the evening. So it was a fun evening on February. Like I said, we had nearly 200 people show up.
Wow.
And we're hoping for the same in August. We'll see.
All right. So put that on the calendar again. That's August 27th at the Richland Community College Schilling Center. Anything else on trivia night, Jerry, you want to pass along?
Just call your friends and get your eight-person team together, and we'll get a little bit more information out on our website about that, and you can get some details from our website, DecaturArts.org.
Very good.
Even register there.
Yep, very good. Jerry, are you on the social medias for folks to follow there?
We have a ton of that stuff going on. We post something on Facebook every day, on Instagram pretty regularly. We occasionally have a podcast. We've got a YouTube channel. We've got a little bit of everything out there that you can learn about what's going on with the Arts Council or with the arts in the area.
Fabulous. Jerry, always good stuff. Let's take a time out here, come back with some more. Jerry Johnson, Executive Director of the Decatur Area Arts Council, is our guest on the phone for this morning. The morning show streams to Facebook and YouTube. It's brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in Clinton.
WHOW.
For Illinois Ag Better. Let's check the markets now on the RFD Radio Network. I'm Jim Taylor. Corn, beans, and wheat all trading lower this hour. July corn $7.52, down 2.5. September corn down 24.5, $5.95 1/4. In December new crop $5.82 1/4, down 25 1/4. July beans $16.05 3/4, down 20 1/4. August beans down 49, $14.60 3/4. November new crop $13.40 down 54 3/4. July wheat $8.10 down 20 3/4. September wheat down 23 3/4, $8.22 1/4. July bean meal $4.5260 down 7.10. July bean oil $62.36 down 3.32. In the livestock market, August live cattle $133.80 down 80 cents. August feeders down 72 cents, $173.77. July lean hogs $110.75 up $1.15. In the energy market, September Brent crude oil $107.30 down 4.33. Jim Taylor, RFD.
DeWittDailyNews.com is the area's leading local news source 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Get the latest local news, obituaries, police blotter, weather forecast, and more with no paywall. Head to DeWittDailyNews.com to get the local information you need to know.
For the latest in Central Illinois agricultural news, visit IllinoisFarmRadio.com. Get updated information on markets, weather, ag news, local interviews with NAFB farm broadcaster Jared White, and much, much more. All at IllinoisFarmRadio.com. If you're looking for local hunting and fishing information, then join us for Central Illinois Outdoors with me, Jared White, Sundays at 8 a.m. here on WHOW. Every weekend, we'll offer detailed local fishing reports from professional guides. We'll swap stories with local celebrity sportsmen, and I'll invite you to share your stories as well. Central Illinois Outdoors with Jared White, every Sunday morning at 8 on all WHOW platforms and on demand at CentralIllinoisOutdoors.com. Brought to you by Bob Ridings in Pana and the Clinton, Illinois Chamber of Commerce and Tourism Bureau.
Your friend in Central Illinois, WHOW.
Once again, and good morning. Thanks for being with us. I'm your host today, Seth Lawrence, and my guest on the phone is Mr. Jerry Johnson, Executive Director of the Decatur Area Arts Council. And Jerry, as we talked this morning, I know that it's still yet several weeks away, but once the circus exhibit at the Ann Lloyd Gallery makes its way out, you're excited about what is going to take its place in August. So what do you have for us? What's going on there?
Right. Our summer exhibit is always 2 months long, but generally most exhibits we have a different exhibit every month. So after the circus exhibit winds down at the end of July, we have a new exhibit coming into our gallery. It's called Midwesterner. It is Doug Johnson, a buddy of mine who runs the McLean County Art Center up in Bloomington. He is a great guy and an extremely talented artist, and we're going to have a collection of his paintings of the Midwest. He has this just fascination with the highways and byways and communities of our Midwestern region. And he paints things like fields and rivers and highways and barns and all kinds of things from his own point of view. So we're looking forward to that. It'll open on August 5th.
Folks will definitely want to check that out. I feel like that's of interest to just about anybody in the Midwest. That's not like a niche group. Everybody kind of finds different aspects, especially if you're a native and you live here. Like that's kind of one thing that a lot of people I feel like would really relate to, if that makes sense.
Right, a Midwesterner painting the Midwest is a fascinating kind of viewpoint. We had a photography exhibit a few years ago. It was a fellow who was from France who was a photographer, and it was interesting to see his eye when it came to what he found interesting in terms of his point of view about the Midwest in his photographs. But this is a Midwesterner showing you what he sees in our communities.
So check that out. That's going to be in August, correct?
Right, August 5th through the 25th.
All right, very good. So be a part of that when it comes around. And Jerry, as we catch up here for this morning, I know this one is even farther out, but Arts in Central Park, it feels like we can't talk about it enough because this is one of the, kind of staples of the Decatur Area Arts Council. Tell us about Arts in Central Park. What's going on there?
Arts in Central Park is coming in the third weekend of September, as it always does. I believe we are in our 60th year for the event. The Arts Council has been involved with, it was created by the Barn Colony artists here in Decatur back in the 60s, and the Decatur Area Arts Council has been involved probably for about 45 or 50 of those years in some way, shape, or form. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's a weekend event. We have a Friday night kickoff event we call our VIP event, where we have a little bit of entertainment and refreshments. And the people who sign up to be a part of that Friday event, not only do they get that, but they can do that by promising to buy art from the artists that weekend. And they get sort of first opportunity to see what's available and even purchase art on Friday night. And then, of course, there's Saturday 10 to 5 and Sunday 10 to 4, where anybody can come down and enjoy strolling through the artwork, partaking of some of the food truck items. There's some family events, and of course, support the artists by buying the artwork that speaks to you as you work your way through the park.
Sure. Other than having people come out for this event, what are you in need of at this point for Arts in Central Park, Jerry?
Well, I will likely put out a call for volunteers to help, because sometimes we distribute water to the artists, or we have people who help us keep the park tidy, other folks who will sit in an artist booth when they need to take a break. So we'll probably put out a call for volunteers pretty soon.
Very good. So look out for that. And Arts in Central Park, I mentioned, Jerry, just a staple of the Decatur Area Arts Council. What has made this event so popular that people continue to come out? What do you think is so special about the event?
I think it's just a relaxing afternoon, it's 10 to 4, 10 to 5 approximately, where people can come down and just enjoy being in the park and absorbing all this amazing artwork. It ranges from drawings and paintings and photographs to jewelry and glass, woodworking, you name it. There's a little bit of everything there to enjoy and to possibly even buy to take home to have in your own in your own home,
your own collection. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, whatever speaks to you.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So when it comes to Jerry, any special events or anything special surrounding Arts in Central Park, anything we need to know there?
Not really. We'll have a few food trucks, maybe a beer wagon, and then some strolling musicians in the park.
Gotcha.
Some family and children's activities, so that should be a lot of fun.
I don't know why I had it in my head there was like a special part of Friday night where folks could buy tickets ahead of time and come out and check out the artists first. And I don't know why.
Yeah, we do have what we call our VIP event, and you have to call ahead and make a reservation. It doesn't have a cost. The only thing you have to do to be a part of that Friday evening event is to promise to buy artwork, at least one piece of artwork, over the course of the weekend. Gotcha.
That's what I thought. So very good, Jerry. So put that on the radar, coming up right around the corner. And again, one more time, when and where for Arts in Central Park?
Arts in Central Park is the third weekend of September. That is September 16, 17, and 18. Down in Central Park in downtown Decatur.
Check it out. Jerry, as we close our time together, what else is on your mind this morning? Anything else you want to mention for us?
Well, we're pretty excited here in Decatur about a new series called the Central Park Music and Art Series, and the first one of those will be July 31st, and it is a brand new collection of musical presentations. There'll be one a month, July, August, and September, and with, again, music, art, food, beer, vendors, kids' activities, kind of arts in Central Park, only emphasis is more on music than it is on the visual arts. And there'll be a whole variety of different kinds of arts, from the Big Suns will be playing. There'll be kind of rhythm and blues, and then there's a group from doing New Orleans jazz, and another group doing just a whole sort of kaleidoscope of world beat, pop, urban dance, you name it. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And the first one is July 31st. That's a Sunday in the evening in Central Park in downtown Decatur.
All right, very good. Are dates set for the rest?
They are. I'm not sure I have those in front of me, but
That's okay.
I think they're usually going to be the last Sunday of July, August, and September.
All right, very good. So, Jerry, final minute together again. Anything you want to make sure we know about to put on the radar? How about that?
Just find out, if you want to find out anything about the Arts Council and what's going on with us, what's going on with the arts in the Decatur area, just go to our website, decaturarts.org, or our Facebook page. That's facebook.com/Decatur Arts. We post things on our Instagram page, again, Decatur Arts. So just about anything you want to find out on the internet, just type in Decatur Arts, and you should be able to get to where you're going.
Jerry, it's always good to talk to you, sir. Thank you so much for the time today.
Thank you very much.
Jerry Johnson, Executive Director of the Decatur Area Arts Council, is my guest on the phone. The morning show streams to Facebook and YouTube. It's brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in Clinton. Network news on the way on the WHOW Morning Show.
WHOW.